And welcome back once again. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you had a great Christmas. Big Daddy Russ Horton. I'm Leah Lakin with Leah Lywood. And our Loosey Goosey About Town show. We love to bring you every single week. We're right before the big New Year's Eve.
We got a big weekend, and so do you, for New Year's. What are you doing again?
DJing up with the Legion. They're having a big bash up there in Erin, so a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a great Legion up there.
Taking the grandkids with you for
my kids are coming. Yeah,
your kids? Okay.
My kids.
Yeah, your grandkids, whatever they want to go over. But they don't want to be home doing this.
It's cheap beer.
Yeah, well, it's good. We'll have fun.
That'll be a fun night. It's
Big Daddy is. I'm going to be Captain Kirk on New Year's Eve. We have all kinds of countdown shows on Radio GTA.
Right, yeah, you're going to be busy.
We're going to run Big 20 Marathon, and Bill Smith's got a year-end countdown. So just like the old radio days when they used to have the top 100 of the year
that's right.
on 1050 Chum. Well, we do that still here. But it's Bill Smith and James. Get your hands off the licorice, all sorts there. James and Bill, of course, has a show on the local radio here.
She thinks she's fooling everybody by hiding, but she's really not.
You're not that short. You know, I mean, we can see over the ottoman. Barely, not barely over the ottoman.
I really should be eating these.
No, you're going to go into us. Like I say every week, if he starts flopping around, don't worry, we'll just shut it down and start him up again.
Put him back in the chair and let him go.
We're brought to you by Max Tires, 905-873-9255. The best deal on tires. And, of course, they're starting a car cleaning business. What do you call that again?
Detailing.
And, of course, Fred's Towing going strong. Fred's is so popular in town, right? Amazing.
I see their trucks everywhere.
And they're looking for drivers. Easy Taxi, looking for drivers all the time. Did you move? Did you see that flick?
Did you even?
We're brought to you by, you want me to do this again?
Yeah.
Okay. People out there in radio and TV land have absolutely no idea what's going on.
No, they don't. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
Daddy Russ Horton. I'm Leah Lakin with Leah Lywood. We start the show off laughing because we had a couple little faux pas.
Little farts along the way.
Yeah, it's all part of it, and it's a lot of fun anyway. Hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. And we are on the cusp of the big night, the New Year's Eve, jumping into 2023.
That's right. What are you doing again?
Oh, right, yeah, DJing at the Erin Legion. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
they're having a big bash up there, and they're doing a big 50-50 draw. And
taking your family with you?
Yeah, kids are coming. They flew into town, and nice surprise. So, yeah, they flew in and said, yeah, go to a party.
I remember in my younger years doing New Year's Eve at Rolly Scagnetti's every year.
Oh, God.
And it was something that was special then.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm an old fart 62. What do I care?
It still has a special meaning, I think, to a point. But again, we've gone through so many of them. It's the same with birthdays. You finally get to a point in age in life where you go, I don't really care if I have a birthday or not anymore.
So you're at the Acton Legion, right?
No, Erin.
Oh, Erin Legion.
Yeah, tickets are $20.
Yeah, sorry, I meant the Erin Legion. Right, that's a nice Legion up there.
It's a good size, actually. It's a good size hall, and we were hoping to have Crazy Chester playing there, but two of the guys are away this weekend, so they hired me as a DJ, and it'll be my last DJ gig of the year.
This guy does a great job DJing, you know.
Well, at least you're going to get decent weather. You're not going to have to worry about driving there.
Well, that's the weather's going to be good. It's going to be rainy, so people will be looking for a place to go. And
Leah,
what are you ever looking? Get me on Facebook. You're looking for a DJ for your wedding or stag and doe or your private corporate event or whatever.
That's right. Yeah. Especially the summer coming up.
Yeah, I do. I get booked up pretty good in the summer. So, especially weddings. Late spring, I get really busy because of the weddings.
Yeah.
May and June seem to be the time when people do that, and that's fine.
It's a great life, you know. He's either a musician or he's playing a DJ or he's on the radio spinning hits around the world. What a classic life he's got. And you're on the radio every day. I loved your post on Facebook there, the local one. Was it the local one? No, it was the whole. I put it on my page. I loved it. You know.
The local pages are great. They're, there's a lot of people that have reconnected just because of those, and it's a cool thing, and it just shows you the small town living, you know.
Well, that actually took a local post that I put up on Halton Hills Online and put it to my personal with a bit of a blurb. And
all right, brought to you by
Max Tires, 905-873-9255. Best deals on tires and sexy accessories, of course. Sexy Sean. He's down there in the sexy office. It is a sexy office. Very nice office.
He's done a lot of work.
Sonia cleans that thing every day, just spotless. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. We love her. And of course, Fred's Tires. Fred's Towing. Can you tell I've been up for 24 hours?
Can you
Fred's
tell it's a Loosey Goosey show?
Yeah, Fred's Towing. Looking for drivers too. I haven't seen the big green meanie yet, but I think it's locked up somewhere. They're not letting it out yet, but that's something else. I'll truck great big green.
That's a big sucker. That one.
Yeah, nice.
They've been working on that a while.
Yeah, Easy Taxi looking for drivers. Fred's Towing looking for drivers. Everybody looking for workers. Come on, guys, COVID's over. Let's get to work. Is anybody timing this or anything?
No, I
We
forgot
seem
the
to be
timer.
on we seem to be on a wing and a prayer today, because he's got his family at the
I
mall.
got it under
And
control.
they're waiting for him, and it's the tragedy of being a grandpa and a father, and having to go over to the mall,
Yeah.
which is getting busy again.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
driving through there is putting your life in your hands there, baby. I tell you.
I had to go there before I came here to pick up my yearly agenda that I always get in Indigo, and wow, you think, it's just not supper time or anything yet. It might be okay. Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, jumping into the news.
Let's
get her
have a
done.
look. A takedown, SIU update into the Halton Hills drug investigation. Left a young man in Georgetown. He was a little shaken up and beaten up there.
Yeah.
But I guess he got into it, and you can't blame that's what happens when you're a police officer. It must be a tough job, It really must be. Some days you must think to yourself, if you're a police officer, why the hell do I do this?
Exactly.
The things they put up with. But anyway, concluding a Halton Hills drug investigation, the Special Investigations Unit, the SIU, they said that no criminal charges were laid against this fellow, but he was roughed up. August 25th last summer, I guess, Halton Regional Police Service officers entered the garage of a Halton Hills residence on the strength of a search warrant in support of a drug investigation. In the garage, an officer ordered a 20-year-old man to be ground to the ground, and proceeded to tackle him. This is on an SIU release. And there followed a short struggle during which the officer delivered several knee strikes to the man's right side and back before controlling his arms and handcuffing them behind his back. That's what the release said. But police, when a struggle, it's hard not to hurt somebody when you're wrestling with them.
Somebody's
knows what
going to get scuffed up.
Yeah,
If nothing else.
So anyway, the good news is the young man was not charged with anything, so everything goes back to normal. Just a silly incident, probably, over something dumb. Well, drugs aren't dumb, but things happen.
Mistakes happen, for sure.
What's going on with the new mayor?
Officials and residents are sharing their plans for and hopes for the new year coming, especially when it's related to COVID. And this is key outlines that they were talking about. With New Year comes plenty of developmental projects for Halton Hills. Mayor Ann Lawler said the town aims to support housing availability, local businesses, transit upgrades, employment growth, and development of a water park and an entertainment complex and a new hotel and so much more going on, while fostering a small town living at its best. It's kind of
What do you think about that? That's quite a statement, isn't it?
kind of contradictory there a little bit, but our responsibility as a local government is to create an environment where people thrive, a place that is realized through a healthy, prosperous, diverse, and welcoming, equitable community, said Mayor Lawler. Regional Councillor Clark Somerville emphasized the ongoing importance of promoting business development, saying we need to look forward to continued recovery from COVID-19 and make sure that we are there for our businesses and community groups. More jobs in town would be good.
Yeah.
Transportation to Milton would be really good.
It would be, wouldn't it?
So
we can hook up with the rest of the world.
There's so many jobs down in Milton that people could go for, and making, maybe they're working manufacturing here, but down there they can make a couple bucks an hour more,
And you're not talking about hours on a bus. You're talking about 20 minutes down the road.
Exactly.
And you're home.
And from Acton, you're 15 minutes to Milton. So
We're probably going to say this, make this statement every show for the rest of our lives.
so they get
it's
it right,
something
you do
that we have to do, right? But the hotel, what were they talking about? That must be the McGibbon, I guess. They're talking about that, right? I can't think of another hotel coming into Georgetown, can you? They must be talking about that.
Well, no, they're doing a big water complex in the hotel, remember? Down by it where the shops are, where the Toronto Outlet store is. Right across from that, it's going to be a huge water park. and a
Oh, that's
hotel.
right. Yeah. So she's talking about down there.
Yeah,
Well, I don't consider down there Georgetown.
exactly.
Or Acton or Halton Hill.
No, it's
Well, I guess it
Toronto
is.
Premium outlet.
It's and it's in Milton, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? But it's a great mall, I guess. I don't understand the real. I mean, I'm not putting it down. And people love making. I probably don't make enough money to shop there, but seriously.
Yeah.
But I guess they do have good bargains. But why did they make it an outdoor mall, for Christ's sake?
Never been in it.
What?
No, and they say
Because
it's
there
one of
isn't an inn. It's every door. You know what I mean? You have to go. It's minus 25 in the late January. We're here in, I almost said something nasty there, in Ontario, the land of bad hockey, sometimes. And it's cold, and you want to go. You don't want to be wandering around. Let's put the park on again and go out and beat George Costanza in this great big thing. You know what I mean?
Can't stand
I just don't understand what the big draw is for that place.
Well,
I guess the
apparently,
stores.
Halton Hills, it's one of the biggest tourist attractions that we have in Halton Hills, they say.
Now, when I buy something, I always buy local. I don't care what it is, unless I have to go out of town.
I do as much as possible anyway.
I came back from Cambridge today, and where did I go?
Yeah,
Same place I go every year.
yeah.
By my agenda. I don't do it there. I come back here.
Like people say, go to Walmart. Walmart's a big conglomerate, but you got to remember, local people work there. This is our Walmart.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
I usually end up buying my electronics from Walmart or somewhere like that, unless I want to go high end, like the stuff that Lee has in the Halton Hits studio up in Acton, and get something from Future Shop. But basically, I'll shop here. If I want a sub sandwich, I go to Subway or Mr. Sub here in Georgetown.
I'm good, like you
Even
say.
if I'm out of town, I'll wait till I get home to eat.
A lot of the people working there, they live in town, so it's their job.
Now, also in the news here, this is from the Independent Free Press as well. A lot of this stuff is. A majority of child care operators opted into a $10 a day program. Wow. The rollout of the $10 a day child care is underway in Halton Region. Alex Sarchuk is Commissioner of Social and Community Services with the region. He said 87% of licensed child care operators across Halton have opted into the Canada-wide program, representing about 270 child care sites. Any views on that one?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. Childcare has always been an issue. I was fortunate my mom was around when my kids were growing up, but in some families, this one spouse is working to pay for daycare at the prices they were at. So let's see how it rolls out. This is something new, and see how it rolls out and how
The
it
old
works.
days of Beaver Cleaver, are gone, right?
Well, you got to be a two-income
When
families now.
mom used to stay home, take care of the kids, Dad's salary could take care of everything. Everybody lived nicely.
At one point, I had 3 jobs on the go when my kids were young, just to afford.
I feel sorry for young families, man, because
Absolutely.
not only will they probably never own their own house in this world, they have all the other stuff that goes along with it, like childcare. So
Well, you're seeing a lot of younger generations moving in with their parents, and as their
Living
parents
in
pass,
vans.
as their parents pass on, they inherit the house, and it just turns. I'm seeing a lot more of that anyway. So,
beautiful
we've got
breeze
downtown. We've got downtown Toronto coming to Georgetown or Halton Hills anyway, and Halton police are looking for 2 men following an attempted robbery at a Halton Hills convenience store back on December 22nd. At around 8:30 p.m., 2 suspects entered Mountain View Variety over on 185 Mountain View Road North and demanded cash, police said. One man reportedly showed at the employee a handgun, and the suspects ultimately failed to obtain any money and left the store empty-handed, according to police. So they're probably shitting their pants.
no kidding.
They were seen fleeing the area in a sedan, and no one was injured in this incident. And the suspect could only be described as 5 feet 11 inches and 6 feet tall, respectively. And anybody who has any information, please contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222
Tips. Is it? Yeah, that's
TIPS. Not
right. I thought
the
I
other
blew
one.
it there for a minute. It's tips.
Now that being said, I was reading a thing a lady posted about online, and she was in the Walmart here in the mall. This was, I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
And heard an elderly lady screaming her head off, and these 2 men grabbed her purse
Yeah.
and darted out of the store. An hour later, she was in Dollarama, and it happened again in
Yeah.
Dollarama.
In front
And
of her twice.
Yeah, and they actually did get descriptions of the suspects, so hopefully they get they pick these dirtbags up.
Be careful, folks.
Yeah.
Especially the older, feeble people that can't move around too well. They look
Going
for
after the elderly, you're just a slime ball.
You're a scumbag, and I almost said something else.
I did too. I had to bite my
Just
tongue
a
there.
scumbag, and if I ever catch you, I'll tell you, I'll take you out back and slap you around. That's absolutely disgusting,
Well, the other
especially in
thing-
our hometown like that.
The other
Yeah.
thing that's going on that has happened up at the Walmart, there are actually people in wait at the side of a car. And you open the door and you go to do your thing, and they're attacking women,
Yeah.
taking their purse, whatever they can get out
Taking
of the
their
car,
car,
go ransack
even taking
it.
their car,
Yeah, and they're running. You know, people. Oh my God, we're all having tough times. Like,
Well, so in the telling cell that we had, somebody was by the food court in the mall. Somebody come out and said, "Oh, something's wrong here" or something, and they turned around and took their wallet or something. Was that
Oh,
the
yeah.
telling cell? Probably.
Distractive theft, yeah.
I have some wonderful things to say about the telling cell, because I think it's a gold mine that we have the telling cell under our, of course, Kate Downs and what's her name again?
That Leah girl.
Leah, yeah. That gives me
yeah,
the.
10 years we've had that page.
And it was
Over
all
10
it
years.
was all started by Don Fenley, of
yeah.
course, who runs.
Dawn and, well, the three of us.
Yeah.
Dawn and I
Yeah.
and Katie decided.
Look
to
at the
create
size of that thing and how many people we reach on social media with that. Another dog was found there this last week. It's a dog a week or a cat a week.
Pretty much.
And you know what? That's worth everything, isn't it, when you think about it? Reuniting a dog or a cat with their owners, because this is a dog and cat town, baby. I mean,
That
really.
one dog was missing like 6 days or something, wasn't
Yeah, that was Larry Melton was out there
Yeah.
with a search party
Like
for
6
that
days. How they
Irish
found
wolfhound.
it was incredible.
Was it an Irish wolfhound, I think? And they found him, poor bugger. He's sitting there saying, "Oh, I gotta come home, buddy.
Yeah.
Have you got any Mary Brown's chicken for me, my son? I need to chew on something there." Probably had up by Larry's place, I think, wasn't it, on Highway 25? So
Yeah.
there's probably a bear chasing around the poor bugger up there. All he wants to
Thinking
do
it's
is
another
come
bear.
home, lay by the fire,
He was hovering with the deer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful looking dog, though. I miss my dogs. You miss yours too. Hey, we all miss our dogs.
I've gotten over it now.
Yeah,
No, I'll never
I'll
get
never get over it. You know what? And every dog is different, right? And the latest news I heard about our Humane Society up there in Brisbane, or whatever you want to call it, it's closing.
Yes, I heard
And
that.
the town want it for a condo or something like that. Where are we going to put these dogs? Are they going to go down to Oakville? Or?
Cats even. 'cause
And
there's
cats.
usually more cats.
Yeah.
That's the scary one because
Can't
those
we
are the
find-
ones that get
That's sad to see that close.
overpopulated.
That's right.
Can't we find somewhere out there where we can put these animals? I can think of a few spots in town, but I don't want to put anybody on them.
Yeah.
That comes to mind that the town's not really using that building for anything, or whatever. You know what I mean? But let's try and save, because they say, "Oh, it's Aaron, not here." Yeah, it's here too.
Well, look
But
at the
are we
thrift
not
store
allowed?
we got here for it too.
Are we not allowed to take dogs there from Halton Region? And it's just Aaron, right? Isn't that how it works?
No,
What?
well,
Oh yeah. No, it's Halton too.
I was going to say
I
that's
thought
for
the one
over here.
I thought the one for Halton Region is in Oakville.
Well, out this way they tend to push us up that way. They send us up
Yeah,
that way. It's
typically that's.
That's a wonderful
To go
staff
to.
there. I wanted to actually go do a show up there. Oh, can you imagine that? Doing a show there?
I wouldn't
We should.
leave.
my allergies would go nuts, man.
I wouldn't leave. I'd curl up with them all and stay.
All right, moving on.
Is it-
Police are spending some money.
Is it my fault that I'm stupid and I didn't know it was my turn? All right. Halton Police Board has approved a $186 million budget for 2023. The budget request, which will come before Halton Regional Council for final approval on January the 11th, was discussed during a board meeting on Thursday, December the 22nd. Halton Police Chief Stephen Tanner acknowledged the funding request represents a 5.7% increase when compared to 2022's $175.9 million budget, but said those funds are what the police service needs, and that's probably right. I mean, they got
Well, the population is growing. You've got to balance that out, right? They have to hire more police officers, and I'm sure there's vehicles that have to be purchased and
You got another
equipment.
20,000 people coming to Halton Hills in the next 10 years or
Yeah.
something? Or, I don't know the exact numbers, but yeah.
Yeah,
we need
well,
to-
I'm seeing places going up. We've got a couple, in Acton there. You've got by Jug City, there's a bunch of new townhomes in there, and then down on the end of Church Street.
It's going to soon be classified as not the town of Halton Hills, the city of Halton Hills.
Well,
Yeah.
pretty much that's, Milton's done the same thing. Look what they've done in the past 10 years. Look at the expansion they've gone through. It's been absolutely incredible. I don't know if incredible or insane is the right word, but one of them. But yeah, we're going to see growth. And look at all the houses that are going to be built at the 8th line there and 10th Side Road.
Yeah.
There's a whole stack going in there. There's another addition to Georgetown South going in there. So.
My roommate Sue Hansford grew up at the corner of Norval, the way it was, 10 Side Road and Rubber Road. Was it Rubber Road, right? And that was 10 Side Road in Mountain View there. And she has a picture of herself from the 60s on her Facebook.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
Looking like a real hippie with farmland. And I know the exact driveway she's in because it's still there in a rut with all grass in it. It's sad,
So far.
so far. But I guess they're putting...
Hey, it's all about change, and they're going to do it anyway. So people get in, their arms on it. And I agree with it in some aspects. It's nice to keep your town small, but it's gotten to the point now where that's not going to happen anymore, and it is going to change whether people like it or not. It's going to happen.
A quick salute to the gang over at Halton Hills today who put a great website up there with local stories. And so it's between the Independent and Halton Hills Today that we get our news service from. And I think that Halton Hills Today is an amazing...
They've done a great job.
They've done a great job there.
Yeah,
and
looks really good.
This is from them, right? The
This
Georgetown
one here?
Beer Festival?
Okay, yeah, this is a great story. This is why we do like small towns and stuff like that. And proceeds from the popular event at the Georgetown Beer Festival distributed to 5 organizations that support the Halton Hills community. Local residents raised a glass for good cause this fall, and several charities in the community are now reaping the benefits. Organizers of the Georgetown Craft Beer Festival, Head for the Hills, recently turned over proceeds from the event to a local group of organizations. A total of just over $43,000 was raised and given to the Townsend Smith Foundation, CARE, Community Alliance for Reaching Everyone, Distress Center of Halton, who really needed that money, Food for Kids, same thing, and Halton Cancer Assistance Services of Halton Hills, or CASH. 5 great organizations that desperately needed that help. So
absolutely.
Cheers to you guys. Oh, that is a nice breeze.
Isn't it nice, eh? It's beautiful
The
up here
festival
tonight.
was launched back in 2015 and is hosted and organized and operated by 4 service clubs of Georgetown, the Rotary Lions, Kiwanis, and the Kinsmen. And it takes place each fall on Trafalgar Sports Park, if you didn't know.
Oh, of course. I can't
and
wait till next
It's a
year.
lot of fun. It's a great time. And,
What a great idea that is. That's been a winner from the very beginning.
Right
when
from the
COVID-
start, like
and
the-
COVID killed it, but it's come back again.
The amount of ticket sales is absolutely incredible. They do an amazing job. These events are not easy to put on.
Even if
People
you
think,
drive-
oh, let's just do an event. That's a lot
If
of-
you drive down the 17th Side Road that day, man, or that weekend,
Oh, yeah.
all you can do is smell ribs in the air, and it's just, oh my
yeah.
God, I'm salivating behind the street.
Well, I think we should also give a shout out to Marcel at the salon there, Marcel's Salon, just for the cash, because every year he does all that work to light up his house.
Yes.
In exchange, I mean, he would do it either way, but he's the last few years, handful of years,
Thing
he's
I
raised money for cash.
Yeah.
The thing I love about Marcel, he's like a big kid like me. He never grew up,
Nope.
and he never will. And he takes that seriously. That's his baby. And it's made so many. And another one, I took a lady friend over, and we went parking,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the old
yeah.
days. I took her to a lady friend of mine that I love dearly. Her name is Yvette, or Yvonne, sorry, not Yvette. It's not Yvette. Definitely not Yvette. Definitely not Yvette. But anyway, I took her to watch the Johnson Crescent one. And the wonderful thing about that is you put it on 104.9 FM.
Yeah.
You turn up, and I got a nice little Toyota stereo. Doesn't get AM stations, but everything else seems to come in well. FM, I got 104.9 cranked. And when the music's on the radio station, the lights move to the music.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, and I didn't realize that until this year when I really sat there for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
just watching it, right? And it really is a reminder. And
Oh,
again, they give charity too. So they're the two, and I'm sure there's more.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there is.
Yeah, there's-
It's
there
just off
is.
the top of our head, right?
There is more all over town, right? Now, it's the holiday season, of course, New Year's week in Halton Hills. The Out of the Cold program is now at Knox Church for the Homeless. If you're homeless, do not sleep outside in
Or
Georgetown.
you see
There's
somebody,
no reason for that.
you see, because
Yeah.
I've seen guys around. If you see somebody, at least let them know. Hey,
Because
go
they
to
may
Knox.
not have internet.
They may not
or-
have. They may not have access to internet and watch this and whatnot. So if you see somebody, you don't have to talk to them and converse. Just yell at them and even say, "Hey, go to Knox Church downtown."
I think that the town should probably.
There needs to be something, yeah. And
Are they going to close
you know
this
what?
down, though?
Especially now.
you know
it's
what?
So bad.
The churches used to do this stuff, and they stopped doing this stuff, and it upsets me a bit. You guys get amazing tax breaks and stuff like that. The church should be doing more about this, and I give Knox 100% kudos for doing this and stepping up on
It's
your own.
old school.
This is the way it should be done. This is what churches are for. Churches are for people's safety. That's what they've said all this time. I am not a religious person at all, but I give Knox Church 2 thumbs up, big time. Brilliant, because nobody was doing it. And there's 3 or 4 of them that linger around here quite often that I see.
And then
sleeping.
again, if you are religious, it's not. It's you're thanking the people that go to the church, not the church itself. They're the ones that are helping. I'm sure the church are throwing in. I don't know if there's food included and stuff like that. That's probably getting.
Well, there was a
little
lady
pricier
looking
and
to
stuff.
donate some boots and gloves. So everybody's this and that. I said, drop them at
Drop
Knox.
them.
I got so many likes on that,
Drop them.
Well, they don't usually open the doors till about 8:30, is my understanding.
and that's fine.
But I'm saying food-wise, I'm
Yeah.
not sure. They may have a little something there for people.
I'm sure they'll have snacks,
But it's geared to giving them somewhere where to warm.
Aaron Nagy, happy birthday. Aaron is the operations manager, I believe. I don't know what his title is. He's the head honcho, the big cheese, the number
cheese.
one dude. We love him very much here, and we promote. We also work with the Raiders now, promote them every day, tell you what they're doing. But Aaron had a birthday this week. He's very
please and thank you.
It's funny. I know the trainer of the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
I know him very well. Big guy, and. He says, phones me up in the evening
is a big
taxi.
boy, yeah.
He says, can you give me a lift home? He says, I came to the rink a week early. I'm laughing. Andrew. Says,
Right, yeah.
and I'm laughing. And he actually didn't know. He thought it was a week early, so I got sent home. But anyway, I love Andrew. And I love the Raiders. And the fact we pounded on Caledon, showed them no mercy, my son. Just
9-2.
gave it to them. 9-2 on the chin on last Thursday evening with a pair of goals from both Reese Chiddington and Quinn Tavares, and the next game is Friday, January the 6th at St. Mike's, and then home to Oakville on Saturday, January the 17th. No, 7th, pardon me.
7th, yes.
And so lots going on. Now, the funny thing is Johnny Mead, who I love, I'm a big Johnny Mead fan. Johnny is the instigator on the Raiders. He's an old school guy, and he's always in the middle of everything. If any kid makes it into the NHL, it's going to be Johnny Mead. And the funny thing is, Johnny Mead is, his mother is one of my best friends
Oh, right on.
from Mississauga. And hello to her. And Johnny Mead is, here's an open invitation. I'll send you a link, Kathy, and we'll ask Johnny if he wants to be on the show.
Absolutely.
Because we're going to go in with the Raiders. Aaron and I have organized stuff. You guys know about this.
Yeah.
Where we're going to go over one night and do about 10 interviews with all the players at once. I'll have a ball. That'd be awesome. And get to know. I said to Aaron, I said, we're going to get you the bums in the seats, and it's nice to see when we go there how many kids and families there are there.
Need some more noisemakers.
We need more cowbell.
Yes, more cowbell. Never hurts to have that.
As a matter of fact, you're going to have to lend me your cowbell, because I'm January the 7th heading over there with
Okay.
Shady Andrew, who's supposed to be here. but not.
Foghorn.
We can do that.
Foghorn? Oh, yeah.
The cowbell just has
How about
that
one of
ring
those
to it,
things from the
right?
World Cup? Those
Get them a nice mallet stick,
Yeah.
and it'll make a lot of noise.
Yeah,
so
but,
don't forget, on our radio, Halton Hills Online, you can check us out. Check the website out. It's a nice new website. Looks great. Scroll down to the bottom, hit play on the player, and you're good to go. Because we got guys like Don Cherry on our
Oh yeah,
station.
Don Cherry's on
We
the local
have Don
channel.
Cherry.
Yes, and our show is the same hour as Don Cherry. We
Right.
come together.
Yeah, we
because
pass
our
it down.
show's about 35 minutes. He's about 25, in and
And we're
out the
almost
door.
at 30. Just saying.
And just 30 minutes. But Don Cherry is on our local radio every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. While you're having your bacon and eggs, you can listen to the classic oldies, and there's Don Cherry right there, buddy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there's us after him.
Yep.
And then he's also on Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. on the local radio. He's on our national radio too, so he's on 6 times a week. We're opening a new website for some of our radio shows that we produce. By the way, we have to get you back on the air, man.
I know. I've been like thinking about it.
He suffers with his health, and you have to understand that when you're dealing with things like MS and stuff, that you're going to have your ups and your down days. But the three of us are like 3 peas in a pod. We always congregate together. If one of us is sick, the other person sits in and fills in, because this is important to us. But
Oh yeah.
last
We've
week,
only missed one show.
last week was a total disaster because I was sick.
No, that was the week
And-
before.
2 weeks
was it?
ago.
That was 2
Yeah,
weeks
yeah,
ago.
we did the other one. So
That's
we
the,
are
that's the only
apologies.
one we've missed.
Yeah, we haven't missed too many. That's too
We've
many.
done over 100
The
episodes.
problem is he overdoes it. Like he's got the band to worry about, and then which is understandable. You know what I mean? And he pushes himself too much. But I love him anyway. Are we done?
Lots of time to rest when I'm dead.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'll get plenty of sleep then.
Yeah,
But
you-
yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, and doing the DJ thing's fun too. So
Oh,
I'd
you're
say if
gonna
you
have
look
a
for something
riot.
to do, head up to the Erin Legion. They're going to have a great party going on. There's some parties everywhere, but a lot of guys, like I saw a thing from Uncorked that they're pretty well sold out.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are, like the George. We've got Wicked Truth, my
Oh,
my
yeah.
good buddy Matt, and the crew up at St. George tomorrow night. So there's that as well. And yeah.
We put a thing up on the tell and sell,
Always
but
promote Matt. The Wicked Truth fans are great fans.
Oh, they are. And they're a great band,
Yeah.
a great sounding band. I'm going to start every Friday putting up a certain question. We can ask ours. I asked a question there, but I didn't remember to put it up because I'm tired. And but I asked the question, "What's your New Year's resolution?" We had a few on there on the tell and sell.
Never do
But what
them.
we're going to do is broadcast them that weekend when we ask the question.
Yeah.
So that was the question this week. What's your
I've never done a New Year's resolution. I never do it.
I
It's
don't
'cause
either, because I
My-
think it's just something you do.
It's just, and it's, you know, you're not going to do it.
You almost set yourself. Well, it don't even matter, because in a lot of cases, you have good intentions, but does it get followed through on? I mean, I think you just go into the new year, you think about what you want to do or whatever it is, and it could be January 14th when you decide. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my resolution is I actually did one because I love trivia. I'm an old-fashioned guy. My resolution is not to eat any more strawberry candies here after today.
Yeah, we'll see.
After
But I don't
today.
think it's going to last too long.
No,
the other one
he's going to
is
switch back to the bananas.
I'm going to invest in wonderful food that you put in the fridge that you eat, like cakes. You know, like
Oh, not
ice cream.
fast food?
No, hold on a minute. I'm going to buy them in packages that don't make a noise at 3 a.m. and wake up the whole house, and let them know that my fat ass is digging into the ice. The cinnamon buns.
Cinnabons.
You know what I'm talking about? Those plastic trays.
We're so noisy.
Hey, and you open them, it's like, oh, there's the fat guy again, getting the Danish.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. We want to wish everybody a very happy New Year. Please be safe out there on the roads, people. Don't
No drinking and driving.
Call a cab. Have a designated driver, whatever it is. Like, that's cool for me. I like it because I'm working that night, so I don't drink when I'm working.
Yeah,
So I'm the designated driver to get everybody home. But
yeah.
you know, when you're DJing, it kind of covers my ass. I don't have to worry about drinking and driving. So
I'm gonna. By the way, Gord Wallen, we are fixing the blinds. I forgot to. Okay, it's always 5:45. We know. I've got 15 minutes to get out of here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I got 15 minutes. I'm not late. I'm never late.
but you don't work Friday, so
But you know what? The problem is I'm a large mass kind of guy. I have some girth, and I can't get behind there and put the thing in the clock.
Yeah.
So, and the blinds, we're going to get little Mom Spit to fix up the back of our studio there. You know what I want? When you go to Milton, I know we're running late. When you go to Milton, 35 minutes. When you go to Milton Hospital, there's a beautiful mural of the autumn and the leaves and the people walking through. I want that on the wall there. Because I'm in the autumn of my life.
Get her to come in and paint it.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I was
right.
going to say. Amanda, come on in.
Yeah.
We need your spit.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
cost me a
Amanda's
fortune.
spit.
Amanda's going to be on the air on the radio station. But anyway,
Yeah.
Max Tires, 905-873-9255. And best deals on tires. Goodbye. See you.
Yes. Everybody, have a great New Year's. Be safe on the roads, like I said, and don't drink and drive.
And I'm supposed to say what you go ahead and do.
Community's driven by community.
You navigate.
And
We drive.
There we go.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy New Year.
Check out our sexy website, by the way, put together by Leah Hurst Lywood. She's the
Leah
webmaster.
Lywood Hurst or Leah Hurst?
You've heard of her?